Okay, guys, Chris Cullen back with you on CC's Aquatic Adventures, and as you can see, we moved the blue Acara back into the main tank. Um, his color looks much better. He looks much better, but he's still doing the swimming like that. But there's nothing else I could do for him. I tried everything. Um, I did Epsom salt baths. I did Epsom salt. I treat him for about 10 days, 12 days, and he's still doing it. But I'm not gonna keep him in the quarantine tank anymore. We're gonna let him back in the tank and see if he just if he's able to just get along in there and live out the rest of his life. Like I said, there's nothing else I could do for him. Usually, when this happens, it's something that you can't cure. So I don't have any high definition or heavy duty antibiotics, and I don't even think I want to take a chance on that. But we treat him with Canaplex and Epsom salt and a bunch of different other things, and he just wasn't able to get himself to swim upright. So we're gonna leave it as it is for now. If I do find something else, I may go back to it and try to see if I can treat him again. But this is what we come up with. I put him back in the tank, and we'll see how he does. That's all we can do at this point. I don't like the way he's swimming, but I tried to treat him, and you know, we did what we could do. Now, unfortunately, when I came in the fish room, looks like we have another problem in this tank. When I moved some stuff around, you can see it's cloudy. I tried to get this fish. He's an old gold barb. You can see he's got some redness on his top. I don't know where the hell it came from. All the other fish look fine in there. Um, he might have burned himself on the heater. Um, I don't know. He's an old fish. Um, I like I said, he might. It looks like it might be some ammonia burn, but um, I checked the ammonia in his tank, and there's no ammonia in there. So, um, I did do an water change recently. So I don't know if it's something to do with the water. Anyway, I'm going to investigate more, but there's always something going on in this fish room. So um, we're going to investigate further. But like I said, the other fish look perfectly fine in there. I'll do a water test again. We'll try to get to the bottom of it, but as of right now, we're going to treat him in here with some salt, um, and hopefully he'll get better. This tank is ready treated with Epsom salt, so um, I'm going to put some Epsom salt in there too. Try to get him healed up. Um, so we're going to check the water here in a second. If I have to, do a water change, but um, this is going to be the quarantine tank for up here now. So we'll leave these guys in here. Leave this tank in here for now. Um, and that's it. What I'm going to do with this guy, I'm going to feed this tank less. Um, Maybe he's eating too much. Uh, we'll see what we could do. Maybe feed him some peas. I tried feeding him peas too. Didn't have any interest in feeding peas at all. Um, so that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to do a quick video and update you guys on the blue Acara. And um, like I said, his scales look better. Um, it doesn't look as bloated. He really didn't eat in the 15 gallon, so I saw him eating a little bit. I didn't feed him a lot, but we're gonna keep him in there and see how he does. Like I said, this tank is a little overstocked. I've been trying to get a bigger tank. I would probably keep these guys in this tank anyway. You don't want to put them in with bigger cichlids. I'm afraid that cichlids will rough them up. But I've had these guys for a while now. I actually bought them at Petco or PetSmart when they were on sale. But he looks like he's on occasion he'll swim fine. Um, but for the most part, he's kind of like up and down. I think his friend there is happy to see him, as you can see. But like I said, we'll keep an eye on him. That's the everyday life of a fish keeper. You got to be careful, and you got to treat and watch your tanks. And like I said, I don't know if it was something that I wasn't paying attention to, or he'd been like that for a while, and I just didn't notice it. But you know, it looks like dropsy. I don't know. Um, Usually the dropsy that you can see the pine coning, but I don't see any pine coning on his. You see a little bit of it on there, but like I said, there's not really much else I could do for him. I treated him with a dropsy treatment. Um, we try to stop feeding him as much. Maybe we'll just cut it down to uh, twice a day, but feed him less. Less food. Anyway, like I said, this tank we're going to test the water. I don't know if he burned himself or there's some aggression going on there, which is a possibility too. But anytime you get barbs together, they kind of get a little aggressive. But I don't see any aggression. But we're gonna keep him in here by himself, and like I said, we'll treat him with salt, see if we can get him better. But there's always something going on. There's always something you gotta you know cure or try to prevent from happening. But it's always something and you gotta treat him. So I had to get that guy out of there. Treat this guy. This is really the only tank I have that I could quarantine any fish in. So we're gonna just go in here and put some salt in this water, and then updating this guy's the geophagus right now. As you can see, the beautiful fins on him. Um, there, I believe, are breeding, but whatever the case may be, that big geophagus right there is just tearing up that tank, like destroying um, the substrate, the sand. He's taking the sand and moving it. I know that's what they do, but it just seems like he's doing it more. I don't know if he's getting ready to lay eggs or she's getting ready to lay eggs. He got some sand in his mouth right now, and he likes to take it and spit it and move it. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they are breeding, um, because that's what cichlids do. They lay eggs. So, and you can tell with the way he's fin nipping this guy. He's probably the male, um, and that one's a female, and he's pretty much telling her that they want to mate because of the way the fins are. I'm thinking he's antagonizing the fins, which is what happens when they breed. Um, but I keep going back to this. There's a rock back here. I don't want the rock sitting on top of the glass. I just don't like the way it's a little bit heavy. So what I've been doing is moving moving it back around. You could tell that this is a rock and sand substrate. We have a little bit of both. I did want to keep the sand there for the geophagus, but like I said, he's literally moving everything over. So it's like I touch it, he moves it back this way against the top of the tank or the back of the tank, front of the tank. So I move it back, he moves it back in. You can see that they're, like I said, they look like they might be breeding, those two. Um, but geophagus are beautiful fish. I don't know if they like to lay it in the sand. I would think that they would like to lay it on a rock on a rock surface, but who knows? Angelfish, I haven't really seen them lay any eggs in a while. But these three, one, two, three, the ones that I got from a private breeder, or actually they just gave them away to me. And these are from that's a rescue back there. That's the one I got from my buddy. And then those two kois are from Petco. We're going to be getting some more angelfish. Like I said, when I move this, when I get a bigger tank in here, I want to get the geophagus out of there, and I want to move these guys into a bigger tank, and then move some of those guys. The Baylor sharks and the silver dollars definitely have to go into a bigger tank. And the blue Acara will go back over here, and these guys in here will go in with the South Americans, with the geophagus, and you got the Dempsey and the green terror, and of course we want to probably get the jaguars in there too. Depending on how aggressive they are, we'll have to figure it out. That's the plan moving forward. We haven't been able to do anything with it yet. We're still waiting. I almost had a tank, but it fell through. The guy sold it underneath me. I was ready to go out and get it, but he sold it. So we'll have to keep fussing and fighting to get one, and we'll see what happens. Now, what's one thing that's good about having geophagus is the sand substrate. Sometimes you can see it gets dirty, and you can see in the front here all the dirt. That's mostly from the rock. If you see it in the bottom, but most of the sand on top here or back there is clean because they sift through the sand and clean out all the food that's on the bottom and everything else. Now, this tank also has, you don't see them until the nighttime. You don't see the trumpet snails in here. The trumpet snails are all inside this dirt. I saw them. I see them come out on the glass when I turn the lights off in here. They also do a good job of breaking up your sand and eating all the dead food, or not dead food, all the uneaten food. And I also feed live black worms. Sometimes they burrow into the sand, and those geophagus will find them. So it's good to have a geophagus. It's like almost a saltwater tank when you have the I forgot what fish they are in the saltwater species that digs up sand, but these guys, the geophagus, are very good with that. If I do set up a 125, it would definitely be a sand substrate. It would be going in that corner. I'm probably gonna get rid of these two 20-gallon longs, which I do not like. I haven't had really good luck with the 20 longs. I'm more of a fan of the 55-gallon and the 75-gallon, and even like the 40-gallon, like this one here. I like even more. The 40-gallon. I've had these fish in there forever, no issues. At the 20-gallon long, I've kind of had some issues. I don't know what it is, but we've had it, this was a reptile enclosure for both the top and bottom. So maybe I never really took the exact measurements. Maybe a little bit shorter than a 20-gallon. I don't know, but I haven't had great success with the 20 gallons. And I do water changes and I do everything like I do with the other tanks, but it just seems like the 20-gallon long I just don't have any luck with. I know 20-gallon longs are good for when when you like to aquascape and do that thing as far as planting and all that good stuff. But I don't do that on these 20-gallon longs. I don't really keep a lot of plants. This tank I can't keep plants because the Bala sharks eat them, or actually the silver dollars. Um, uh, I do keep some plants in here. There's a pothos in here. You see the roots going along the bottom there. And I do keep there's an onion plant in there. And that's pretty much it. Down here we got a bunch of plants, some crypticorn, and some other stuff. I don't really know off the top of my head, but that plant's been in there forever. Just grew out, and I actually moved a couple plants around. But obviously we had the floating plants too. So these are from downstairs in the beta bowl. Believe it or not, look how big they're growing. It's crazy. I just put this in here maybe about 2 weeks ago, but you can see it growing like nuts. Um, so for some reason, it does really well in this tank. Um, and of course, I have it in the guppy tank, which I'll come out here and I'll show you real quick. I got the TV on here, but those are, see how great that looks? I got some over here too, but there's the roots in there. This is for the guppies. It's a really good tank to have. Um, those floating plants. I don't really do much plants though. I've had some success with them, but not much. So anyway, we're going to go into and check this water, and we're going to feed these guys. I'll keep an update on this fish, and also we'll keep an update on the blue Acara. Hopefully he'll continue to do better, and we'll see what happens. So as of right now, we'll keep him in there. If I do see any other issues or anything else, I could possibly. I'm going to be going to the pet store tomorrow to get food, so I may do, if I have to pick up something to help him, maybe I'll do that. But his buoyancy's off, And like I said, we'll see what happens. They're happy together, um, and we're gonna keep an eye on them. So, in saying that, we'll give you an update next time, guys. I'm glad you are watching these videos and you're commenting and you're being interactive with me. Don't be afraid to give me a comment and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It just helps the channel. I'm building subscribers, and slowly but surely. But if you guys keep it up and keep sharing and liking and recommending us and commenting, um, we'll grow the channel a little longer, a little more. But we're very happy with that and very happy with the growth. We're trying to put some more effort into it. We got some more stuff coming. Hopefully, we can get a bigger tank, and we'll do some more videos for you guys. Try to do a video every 5 days or so if I can. We'll give you updates on the tanks and everything. Like I said, we'll let you know what happened with this tank in 5 days and how the gold barb is doing. Everything else looks pretty good though, guys. We'll give you an update next time on downstairs because we didn't really have anything to do. I haven't really changed anything down there, so pretty much the same as it was last time. We just got the one baby still for the platies. And this will let you know we didn't put these in the tank. I just didn't like the way the fish acted when I put them in there, even though I rinsed them off. So we just keep them out of the tank for now. And maybe I'll put them in eventually. But for right now, we're leaving them out. So anyway, till next time, remember, if you can't own them, rehome them. Catch you next time, guys. Okay, guys, I did have to make a couple of corrections. I want to let you guys know that this is not cryptocorn. That is actually Java fern. I made a mistake. Um, I've had the Java fern for a long time. This is water wisteria. I didn't say that correctly either. That's growing like crazy downstairs, and the same thing out in the guppy tank. And of course, that big one down there on the bottom is a sword, Amazon sword. So just wanted to verify that, and in case you guys are wondering about the plants. But we do have some nice plants. Not a lot though, mostly fish. But just wanted to correct that, let you guys know. Um, and I believe if you out here, we have some anubias too. Let me just take a real quick look. Down on the bottom there, there's some anubias on the bottom there. That's pretty much all the plants I grow. So